This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of November 14th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Alex Brown. Scottsburg-based Goat Milk Stuff manufactures a variety of products using goat milk, such as soaps and other bath and skincare products, as well as food products such as fudge, caramel, and gelato. But owner PJ Jonas says the pandemic had a twofold effect on the business, which also includes an agritourism component.
While it was wonderful to be a company that made soap during a pandemic, the pandemic pretty much destroyed our on-farm business. And so all of our food, our goat milk, our yogurt, all of that pretty much closed down completely during the pandemic.
However, Jonas says business is on the rebound and the company is looking at ways to stay sustainable for the future. Carmel-based MBX Biosciences has closed on $115 million in funding to help advance the development of therapeutics to treat rare endocrine disorders. The Series B funding is designed to fund the company into 2025 and help get its lead drug, MBX 2109, through early and mid-stage clinical trials. Elkhart-based Thor Industries is forming a strategic partnership with Harbinger Motors, a California-based commercial electric vehicle company that develops EV technology for medium-duty chassis in the RV industry. Thor says the partnership will help accelerate electrification of its RVs, including Class A motorhomes. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is made possible by the following.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
Get ready, Northeast Indiana. We're headed your way. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business November 29 at Fort Wayne's Grand Wayne Convention Center for Engage Northeast Indiana. We've assembled the region's top business, community, and philanthropic leaders for a discussion on the issues shaping the future of Northeast Indiana. From attracting top talent to workforce and economic development, we'll explore what's working and big ideas for what's next. RSVP by November 18 at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
An alternative basketball scoring system developed by a Ball State University professor continues to gain support of the National Basketball Association. Here's Wes Mills.
The NBA says the Elam ending, which was developed by Professor Nick Elam, will be used for all overtime games in its G League, the association's minor league organization. The NBA added the scoring system to its All-Star game in 2020. Elam designed the system to eliminate the need for late-game fouling and stalling. Using the Elam ending, the game clock is shut off, and teams must hit a target score in order to win. He says it can improve the overall quality and competitiveness of late-game play. The Fort Wayne Mad Ants is a G League team owned by the Indiana Pacers. In addition to overtime games, the G League will also use the Elam system for the fourth quarter of the NBA G League Winter Showcase in Las Vegas in December. Elam says his ultimate goal is for the NBA to adopt the system in its regular season and postseason play. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
16 of the coolest companies in Indiana have made it to the third round of the Indiana Chamber's Coolest Thing Made in Indiana tournament. The competition was created to celebrate the state's manufacturing history and highlight some of the products made in Indiana. The Chamber describes the voting as fierce in the first two rounds of the Hoosier Hysteria-style competition. Public voting in the Sweet 16 rounds ends tomorrow at 10 p.m., and you can connect to the full list of products remaining at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The developers of Electric Works are preparing to open the first phase of the Mixed-Use Innovation District in a matter of weeks. The $286 million project at the former General Electric campus aims to make downtown Fort Wayne a popular place to live, work, and play. Jeff Kingsbury with Ancora Partners discussed the project on Inside Indiana Business Television.
We're about 70% pre-leased today. We're going to be opening to the public here in a matter of weeks. And this is really going to be a center of innovation and economic development for the next century for this community and region.
The first phase includes 10 buildings featuring office, co-working, education, retail, and entertainment space. Two portions of the project, the Carr Workplaces co-working space and the AMP Lab from Fort Wayne Community Schools, are already open. Fort Wayne-based Do It Best Corporation will be the anchor tenant of Electric Works, bringing some 400 jobs to the site. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. More at that'sgoodhr.com. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.